Hello again, welcome to this video. In today's class, I will be talking to you about the compound complex sentence. As the name says it, it's a mix between the compound sentence and the complex sentence. As you know, the compound sentence has one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. And the compound complex sentence has one or more independent clauses and only one dependent clause. All right, let's begin with the first example I have here written on the board. It says, the teacher demanded us to move forward quickly. The teacher demanded us to move forward quickly. Here is our first independent clause. We had been left behind by the rest of the class. We had been left behind by the rest of the class. Here we have our second independent clause. However, we'll catch up shortly. However, we'll catch up shortly. And this is a dependent clause because let alone it could not be a sentence. However, we'll catch up shortly. If it said we will catch up shortly, then it would be an independent clause, but it says will catch up shortly. All right? Well, next one. I am very happy to be here. We have our first independent clause here. Independent clause. Okay. I am very happy to be here. Everything is working fine. Would be our second independent clause. All right, so far we have two independent clauses. I love this place because of its peace. I love this place would be our third independent clause. Because of its peace would be our dependent clause. Because of its peace. Because let alone, this could never be a sentence. All right, because of its peace. So, as you see here, a compound complex sentence is made up of two or more independent clauses and only one dependent clause. And it's not, I don't really recommend you to use them when you're writing a something formal because they are too long. All right? So next I am going to move on to some practice sentences so that you can have some interaction and feedback. Now, you are going to help me figure out which of these two sentences is a compound complex sentence. The first one says, this has been a very cold winter. We have an independent clause. This itself could be a sentence. Independent clause. This is a very cold winter. The sun seems to be hiding from us. The sun seems to be hiding from us is our second independent clause. We will surely freeze in the snow. We will surely freeze in the snow. This is our third independent clause. Is that a compound complex sentence? Three independent clauses? No, right? We need a dependent clause to turn this sentence into a compound complex sentence. So this is not a compound complex sentence. This one is, sometimes I wonder if I was born to be a writer, a poet, or a singer. Sometimes I wonder period. That, let alone, could be a sentence. So it's an independent clause. If I was born to be a writer, a poet, or maybe a singer. So we have our two independent clauses and our dependent clause. So as you can see here, this here is a compound complex sentence, and the one on top is not. All right? So next, I am going to leave you some homework because you need to practice to improve your English. Here's homework. You are going to write 4 compound complex sentences. For those of you who have a workbook, please do your homework in your workbook. And if you don't, please leave your homework in the comment section below this video, along with any comment, suggestion, or question you may have. Thank you so much for watching it, and I'll see you next time. Would you like to watch my next video? Click on the television to the right. All right, exclamations are, for example, to express surprise, anger.